Good morning. The ceremony will begin shortly. Please take a moment to silence all electronic devices. As a gentle reminder, all personnel participating in the ceremony should exercise caution to ensure that wings will not be pinned in an aggressive manner that would cause any injury to the soldiers. All pinning ceremonies must be conducted with the utmost respect for the dignity and physical well-being of the graduates. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the commander of Charlie Company, 1st Battalion, 210th Aviation Regiment, Captain Adam Robinson.
Morning. All right, check, check. All right. Well, good morning. I'm Captain Robinson. I'm the Charlie Company commander. I'd like to welcome you all to the graduation for 15 November classes 7, 8, and 9. Graduates, be proud of this accomplishment. I ask you to reflect on what you've learned these past few months, both in the classroom and from the amazing group of NCOs that have spent time and effort developing you. Continue this development as you go forward to future assignments. The development does not stop here. Families and friends, thank you for being here today, and thank you for being here whether in person or online. Your support has been critical into the success of all these graduates that will be walking across the stage. I encourage you after the graduation to tour our facilities, take photos, and check out where your graduates have been working for these past few months. At this time, I'd like to call up the distinguished honor graduates, Specialist Bubarth, Private Hernandez, and Private Harkless. So these distinguished honor graduates had the highest cumulative GPA average in each of their classes. So on behalf of the brigade command team and Colonel Morstead, I'm presenting them with a brigade coin. Congratulations. 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 All right, take seats. So again, thank you for being here. And let's have a good graduation above the best.
At this time, we'd like to recognize all veterans in attendance and watching online. Thank you for your selfless service and sacrifice in the defense of our nation. Distinguished guests, family members, and friends, on behalf of the 128th Aviation Brigade Command Team, welcome to today's graduation ceremony for 15 November Avionics Mechanic, classes 07, 08, and 09-25. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the invocation given by Chaplain Coltrane and remain standing for the playing of our national anthem.
Good morning. I invite you to pray in your faith tradition as I pray in my own. Let us pray. Lord, on this day, I pray your blessings on the leadership, the cadre, the trainers, the graduates, and their families. I pray that their dedicated efforts increase the readiness and capabilities of our ranks. As the newest members of the aviation family receive their wings, may these soldiers stay motivated and inspired as they support and defend freedom in our country. As always, I ask you to keep us and help us to complete our mission with excellence. In your holy name, amen.
Please be seated. Army aviation maintenance training began at Fort Eustis, Virginia in 1954. Since its beginning, Fort Eustis has continued a legacy of maintenance training excellence, training active duty, National Guard, and Army Reserve soldiers, along with Air Force personnel and international partners. With a lineage that dates back to Operation Just Cause in Panama, the Army redesignated the United States Army Aviation Logistics School as the 128th Aviation Brigade on February 1st, 2012. Today, the 128th Aviation Brigade trains over 5,500 soldiers annually in every Army aviation helicopter specialty. A 15 November avionics mechanic requisitions and maintains shop and bench stock for repair of aircraft avionics equipment, conducts inspections and maintenance according to drawings, blueprints, directives, technical manuals, and safety procedures on aircraft flight controls, stabilization systems, avionics, and controlled cryptographic equipment, such as identification, friend or foe, for all aircraft in the Army inventory. They also diagnose and troubleshoot faults for all aircraft components. The guest speaker for today's ceremony is Colonel Paul Morshed. Colonel Morshed is a career Army aviation officer and UH-60 Black Hawk pilot with more than 22 years of service in operational Army and Department of Defense assignments. Colonel Morshed is currently serving as the commander of 128th Aviation Brigade. Please refer to Colonel Morshed's biography in your program to learn more about his selfless service to our nation. Please join us in giving a warm welcome to Colonel Morshed.
All right, good morning, everybody. For the cadre of the 128th and the graduates, good morning, congratulations. And to the family members and loved ones of our graduates, thank you for being here, and congratulations to you as well. Today, you enter the best branch in the best Army in the world as a full-fledged member and qualified member of the team. And you are trained and now expected to be a vital contributing member of a cohesive and lethal team. I'll talk about lethality a little bit in a minute. To the family here in attendance and watching online today, thank you for your support to your soldier. Soldiering is a challenging, exciting, sometimes frustrating, and often very rewarding life. But whatever descriptor you choose, to those family and loved ones here or watching from afar, your soldiers will continue to need your support. So fellow aviation warfighters, I know you have almost no choice but to listen to me today, but I thank you for your attention just the same. And I'll offer you a couple of things that that you probably won't remember, quite honestly. I've heard a lot of speeches and I remember a few of them, but they are things that I tend to harp on since I've been in this job for a couple of years now, because I know they will be true for you like they have been for me. And whether you remember I said them or not, they may reoccur to you at some point in the future. Time and distance. They are things that we associate with literal land navigation, but maybe today think about them in a different context. First, time. It will go faster than you think or you can anticipate. 24 years ago, I sat in a graduation similar to this one. My sister pinned my wings on. I do not recall who spoke or what they said. But that 24 years went by in the blink of an eye as I stand here today, a lot closer to the end, but not yet at the end of my career than I am to the beginning. And I challenge you to approach each task and challenge knowing that you won't be the newest or least experienced soldier for very long. Every iteration counts. AIT did not teach you maintenance tasks so you could memorize them. In fact, we very much do not want you to memorize them. Read the book every time. But we taught you fundamentals. We tried to instill a culture of discipline and attention to detail. Your adherence and your internalizing those things will ensure you never subject others to risks that you would not be willing to accept for yourself or those dear to you. If you're not already, you'll be a specialist before you know it, and I know a couple of you already are. But you can expect to be an expert in your craft, and it doesn't take a decade. Get as much as you can out of each iteration, and you'll be shocked how fast you'll find yourself knowing more than the next new soldiers to show up at whatever unit you're headed off to. Time will go fast. And now distance. I say this a lot in different ways, and so for the cadre to have to hear me say it again, sorry, I really think it's important. It is easy to sit here in this grad hall today and feel like we are light years away from a challenging training event or even a battlefield where we're hot or cold or wet or covered in dust or all the above sometimes if you go to NTC in the right month. But wherever you might find yourself today or tomorrow, think about the fact that the distance from here to a time and place where you're going to be called on to deploy, engage, and destroy the enemies of the United States might be a lot smaller than we can know as we sit here today. None of us should wish for war, but we are fools not to be as ready as we can be. 18 months from when I sat in that graduation, I was a pilot in command of a Black Hawk flying air assault missions in the mountains of Afghanistan. And I assure you that that story is not unique. It is true of so many officers and soldiers and NCOs and warrant officers of my generation. Every PT session, weapons range, maintenance task, or field training exercise, you need to take as seriously as you can. Treat it like you and your fellow soldiers' life depends on it. So when we talk about lethality, that really means you doing your job, not just shooting your M4, although we'd like you to do that well too. To put a slightly more optimistic spin on some of what I said here, President Kennedy said once that it is an unfortunate fact that we can secure peace only by preparing for war. So I implore you to prepare the best you can and secure the peace with your full effort. Now, the amazing thing about the same time and distance we each travel in our Army has experienced is that it will also be packed with amazing and rewarding experiences, friends, battle buddies, mentors, leaders, subordinates, travel in foreign countries, and most of them you'll enjoy. A couple of days ago, I met with these graduates for a few minutes and asked them about their AIT experiences. And I also asked them why they joined the Army. It is heartwarming and encouraging to hear people 24 years later joining the Army to make themselves better, to contribute to their country, and to be great Americans. It has done amazing things for me, and I told them Monday, and I tell you again today, if you put your energy into it, it will do amazing things for you. Now, my parting shot is to think about people. This is not a helicopter business. Don't get me wrong. The sound and the fury of 20 or 30 of our amazing machines thundering simultaneously on a flight line and leaving the ground en route to ruin an enemy's day is something I will never tire of. But before we ever touch an aircraft, this soldier business is a people business, so be the best teammate, battle buddy, subordinate, and soon enough leader you can be. I thank you all for being a part of this team. I wish you all the best in your next assignment. Take care of one another. Born under fire, above the best.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor that we will now present diplomas to the graduates. Please feel free to move around and take photos throughout the presentation. The distinguished graduate is that soldier who received the highest marks throughout the course. These graduates are selected on academic standing, leadership, physical fitness, and discipline. The distinguished graduate will receive a certificate of achievement from the 128th Aviation Brigade and a brigade coin. The distinguished graduate for 15 November Avionics Mechanic Class 07-25 is Specialist Lauren Elizabeth Bubarth. Specialist Bubarth is from Connellsville, Pennsylvania, and will be assigned to the 28th Combat Aviation Brigade with the Pennsylvania National Guard. The distinguished graduate for 15 November Avionics Mechanic Class 08-25 is Private First Class Edwin Hernandez. Private First Class Hernandez is from Prince George, Virginia, and will be assigned to the 29th Combat Aviation Brigade, Virginia National Guard. The distinguished graduate for 15 November Avionics Mechanic Class 09-25 is Private First Class Shad Maurice Harkless. Private First Class Harkless is from Jacksonville, Florida, and will be assigned to the 160th Special Operation Aviation Regiment, Fort Campbell, Kentucky. The honor graduate is that soldier who is the second highest graduate of their class. They will receive a certificate of achievement from the 128th Aviation Brigade. The honor graduate for 15 November Avionics Mechanic Class 07-25 is Private First Class Brody Miles Emery. Private First Class Emery is from Morgantown, West Virginia, and will be assigned to the 29th Combat Aviation Brigade with the West Virginia National Guard. The honor graduate for 15 November Avionics Mechanic Class 08-25 is Private First Class Dominic Michael Sisk. Private First Class Sisk is from South Bend, Indiana, and will be assigned to the 38th Combat Aviation Brigade with the Indiana National Guard. The remaining graduates of classes 07, 08, and 09-25. Sergeant Seth J. Ackerman. Sergeant Ackerman is from Lancaster, California, and will be assigned to the 25th Combat Aviation Brigade, Wheeler Army Airfield, Hawaii. Family members and guests selected for pinning, please come forward now to honor our graduates as they prepare to take the next step in their Army aviation careers. Please be seated. Sergeant Andrew M. Lynn. Sergeant Lynn is from Sebring, Ohio, and will be assigned to the 137th Aviation Regiment with the Ohio National Guard. Specialist Christopher R. Keller. Specialist Keller is from Rapid City, South Dakota, and will be assigned to the 189th Aviation Regiment with the South Dakota National Guard. Specialist Ivan M. Lopez. Specialist Lopez is from Silver Spring, Maryland, and will be assigned to the 29th Combat Aviation Brigade with the Maryland National Guard. Specialist Joaquin Moreno. Specialist Moreno is from Franklin Park, Illinois, and will be assigned to the 1st Air Cavalry Brigade, Fort Hood, Texas. Specialist Jordan H. O'Hara. Specialist O'Hara is from Fayetteville, North Carolina, and will be assigned to the 1st Armored Division Combat Aviation Brigade, Fort Bliss, Texas. Specialist Anthony Pinion. Specialist Pinion is from Edinburgh, Texas, and will be assigned to 1st Battalion, 228th Aviation Regiment, Honduras. Family members and guests selected for pinning, please come forward now to honor our graduates as they prepare to take the next step in their Army aviation careers. Please be seated. Private First Class Joshua David Frazee. Private First Class Frazee is from Fulton, Missouri, and will be assigned to the 135th Combat Aviation Brigade with the Missouri National Guard. Private First Class Dennis Garley. Private First Class Garley is from Des Moines, Iowa, and will be assigned to the 248th Aviation Support Battalion with the Iowa National Guard. Private First Class Brandon A. Ramirez. Private First Class Ramirez is from Hyattsville, Maryland, and will be assigned to the 29th Combat Aviation Brigade with the Maryland National Guard. Private Hunter R. Boyles. Private Boyles is from High Point, North Carolina, and will be assigned to the 16th Combat Aviation Brigade, Joint Base Lewis McChord, Washington. Private Brandon D. Hurt II. Private Hurt is from Detroit, Michigan, and will be assigned to the 10th Combat Aviation Brigade, Fort Drum, New York. Private Jamie R. Sansing. Private Sansing is from Lacombe, Louisiana, and will be assigned to 3rd Combat Aviation Brigade, Hunter Army Airfield, Georgia. Family members and guests selected for pinning, please come forward now to honor our graduates as they prepare to take the next step in their Army aviation careers. Please be seated. Private Bryden D. Toll. Private Toll is from Twin Falls, Idaho, and will be assigned to the 25th Combat Aviation Brigade, Wheeler Army Airfield, Hawaii. Private Julio A. Moreno. Private Moreno is from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and will be assigned to the 28th Combat Aviation Brigade with the Pennsylvania National Guard. Family members and guests selected for pinning, please come forward now to honor our graduates as they prepare to take the next step in their Army aviation careers. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, we present the newest members of the Army Aviation family. We now turn to a special part of our ceremony. The distinguished graduate will present a token of appreciation to Colonel Morshed. This symbolizes our sincere gratitude for their presence and the wisdom they have imparted. Their words today have not only enlightened us, but have also added a meaningful dimension to this important milestone in our graduates' journey. The team of non-commissioned officers who trained and mentored the graduates are assigned to the 1st Battalion, 222nd Aviation Regiment, and 1st Battalion, 210th Aviation Regiment. Together, this outstanding team instructed your soldiers in discipline, physical fitness, warrior tasks and battle drills, and fundamental aviation maintenance practices. They led and mentored America's sons and daughters so that one day they too may become a non-commissioned officer. The drill sergeants and instructors for today's graduating classes are Drill Sergeant Thomas Acosta, Staff Sergeant Nicholas Childers, and Staff Sergeant Clayton Serber. Please join us in giving another round of applause to these outstanding drill sergeants and instructors. Please rise for the playing of the Aviation song and the Army song. We ask that all soldiers in uniform remain standing and join us in reciting the Aviation Mechanics Creed and Soldier's Creed. Family and friends, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's graduation ceremony. Please come forward to congratulate your soldiers and take photographs. Thank you for attending. Above the best, born under fire.